some kind of abstraction. But there is no real me, only an entity, something illusory. And though I can hide my cold gaze, and you can shake my hand and feel flesh gripping yours, and maybe you can even sense our lifestyles are probably comparable, I simply am not there.
My most consistent meditative procedure is to listen to a particular piece of music regenerate through the speakers. Stricken with it drifting away to meter, I begin to fade. Shimmer thin till I'm vague, dissipate to the ether. Permeate distant realms, reconfigure, exhume. I wear a human costume like evil lizards. Dispatch my detached shadow to the feet of ventures. And set the table for Galactus to eat his dinner. Planted on a platter, he better be a decent tipper. I cut through his power like Ryuga with a piece of scissor. Thousands of strikes streaking inward, sounding like a rock slide, skipping across ice that sheets a river. Just the thought of such an attack would cause a galaxy to shiver. Like walking through the snow in ballerina slippers. I'm like Black Hole, reclusion bound for at least the winter. To study an esoteric book on how to speak a whisper. The apparitional waves, the patterns of how specific transmissions behave in relation to the gadget that picks up what they say. Interpretation governs the apprehension of things. Meteoric tempest ensues, clever minds esserize, bending the rules. That which is pressurized will eventually ooze. You cannot contend with the within that protrudes. You can only change the shape of what's in the balloon. I hail from Midian the cocoon, within which only perpetual emptiness looms. Fish akin to those who swim in the most hidden of pools, and only live when they do, forever drawn to the epicenter of truth.
Did I see a moment? Did I?
A facade never meant to be materialized at the end of the string. A kite, lightning set to a key. The course of a splintering tree, the soil flinching beneath. The roots of an entire forest beginning to be. There are moments that trigger change of events. Key points where several stages begin. Equations that can't be solved without algorithmic attempts. There are no boundaries for such things to exist. Using calculations generated without the basis of any conscious intent. But on occasion one may capture a precognitive glimpse and see things that the present vaguely portends, but interpretation can obstruct subtle hints. So tread carefully, many passengers can be spirited into the air we breathe. The birds I admire most build nests in imaginary trees, on a quest to wander where the walking sticks trail will lead. Wide awake but don't fail to dream, imagining life away from the scale they've seen. They don't just color outside the lines, they start with a new sheet of paper clean. You ain't gon' tell them what they can draw, they ain't machines. Well, if they are, they're no longer the pawns that they may have been. They've evolved to contemplating beings, ascension, self-sufficient fate, alteration league, who for the cause of breaking free, erase walls for caging beasts, to give them the freedom necessary to shape belief. Robust, indigo dust, you'll get your dome crushed, trying not to let a creature shed its own husk.